continuation from part 2 in relation to nervous system response. Again, I recommend watching part 1 and 2 if you haven't, before you click on part 3, before you watch this third part, because 1 and 2 will help you with the sacred order of getting to part 3. So we were in part 2, honoring the intelligence of our stress response by listening to it, understanding it, and then speaking to our bodies, reminding our bodies that it is safe and secure, to no longer fear punishment, right, for expressing ourselves. Our parents were programmed that way. We are not, okay? We can it's up to us to reprogram those old patterns of limiting beliefs, okay? Teaching our body what love feels like, by meeting it with nourishment each day. It is up to you to determine what type of a nourishment that your body needs. Ask it. It might mean eating healthier, making a more conscious choice, because here is the thing, beautiful beings, what you eat actually also affects your mood. Okay, so if you're eating highly processed food and so forth, you're going to have things like anxiety. Okay, it's going to keep your anxiety in place. Okay, so being mindful with what you eat, recreating the environment of your home, to nourish your divinity, so that when you're in your home, you feel that presence, that oneness. You have the ability to drop back into your presence, right? The environment that you create in your space at home actually supports that old brain, that amygdala, that nervous system. It supports that survival mind, because what it does, it's creating a different frequencies that allows you to work with it, okay, from a state of ease and grace, which is necessary to do so in order to help it to heal, in order to help it to trust you, in order to help it to evolve and grow. Okay, thank this beautiful body each day. Gratitude is the number one practice, okay, not just for your body, for every aspect, every speck of your life, including the darkness itself, because if it weren't for the pain, you wouldn't find your purpose now, would you? Right? Pain have a beautiful way of kicking us into gear, well, for those of you who aren't, thankfully I, immersed in my journey a bit differently. Yes, there was pain, but, it wasn't necessarily the pain that, prompted me. Actually, it is the pain. No, even when I go back to why I left. Oh, anyways, yeah. So pain have a way of kicking us into gear to, waking up our consciousness and so forth. Okay. So connect to your body deep enough to understand its language, beautiful beings. Okay. To understand its needs, to show it the trust. Okay, the way you do your egoic state of mind when you're developing the right mind, that's the same way you work with the body. Okay, consistently. Okay, consistency of consistently stopping to love it, okay, and to listen to it and to nurture it is how you build trust with these sacred depths of the feminine energies, because that's what we're doing. And also in the background, it's also happening with the masculine energies within you as well too, beautiful beings. Okay, breathe with it. Oh my God, breath work is everything in this journey as well. Okay, communicate with your inner body's intelligence, because through your nervous system dysregulation and through your ungrounded presence, okay, everything can penetrate your consciousness. Everything outside of you, not just family members, even though, because we're related, the interconnection is a lot, magnetic interconnection is a lot stronger. Okay, everything can penetrate your consciousness, okay, when your nervous system is dysregulated. This is how the external system itself sells to you. This is how they control you. This is how they direct you how to think and feel and so forth. It's all because of, your dysregulated nervous system, the pain bodies, they're attached, your pain body attachment and the entities that have attached themselves to it, okay? So it is up to you, beautiful beings, to protect your own state of consciousness, to protect your cultivation, okay? And all of this work that you're doing, it is up to you to protect that, okay? Through, perhaps a physical protocol, right? For your physical well-being. Again, your environment, to honor yourself, right? To help you, to feel safe, secure, grounded, honored. To help you to feel honored. Look at that, the things that I wanted to feel, that my unevolved parts of that old brain convinced me that I needed the things like someone external or things outside of me to help me to feel. It's actually up to me to gift this to myself, okay? So to help myself feel honored, right? By creating that space, that environment, right? This is me and you giving back to yourself, okay? The feeling of being supported and understood. And if you go back to my first video, I listed out the things that I didn't feel, remember? So now my nervous system, this, is teaching me, this feminine energy is saying, well, this is what we're supposed to do. Because when I'm doing these things for myself, I'm no longer seeking it outside of myself now, am I? It is up to you. It is up to me, okay, to create my own container. So it is up to you to create your own container, to be heard and to be understood, okay, by giving your physical body, mind, and heart the gift of being heard. Because if you're not listening to yourself, how is anyone else outside of you going to listen to you, right? Of being heard, okay? Not by anything or anyone external, okay, but by the gift of you showing yourself, okay, of you showing yourself this love, okay, of the gift of me showing me that I hear it. That is what the darkness within, the shadows, the triggers, this is what it needs, beautiful being. It's trying to, on a higher level, it's actually trying to teach us that it wants to be understood. It wants to be heard, It's requiring your presence. Presence, okay? So giving myself these gifts is me, showing my heart, okay? And it's me soothing my heart, okay? The soothing that my heart seeks. Remember, again, previous video, the soothing, okay? So start taking accountability for your own footprint, because that's what I've been doing in silence, beautiful beings. I've been doing it my entire journey, but I really kicked into gear in relation to my amygdala, my survival, my nervous system here, okay? By taking accountability for my own footprint, okay? By cultivating the right environment, by cultivating the right mind, the right intention, the right livelihood, okay? Expressing myself with wisdom, compassion, non-violence, and skillful means. My heart needs my soothing. Your heart needs your soothing, okay? To know that that you hear it, okay? To know that you can hear it, right? It needs to know by you speaking to it, by you having a discussion with it, okay? So that it can feel understood, heard, supported, accepted for, who or what you are, okay, beautiful beings? And that includes your messiness. All the things that I was seeking outside of myself is like, oh my God, I have to give it to myself. And it is up to me to start taking accountability for how I feel. Same for you. I love you. Namaste.